Well, what I do, the first thing when I wake up now, the first thing I do is look at my mobile phone with Anne's photograph. And it's a photograph that everyone's seen, I think, now with the press coverage. But that photograph, that smile, really reflects Anne, the inner Anne, radiating happiness, joy. What you see in that photograph is really what Anne was like. That's what I'm trying to say. Her eyes, I didn't realise how much her eyes sparkled until I look at that photograph every morning, but she was always like that, always happy.
Well, we were incredibly close, and I think the older we were getting as sisters, I think the closer we were becoming. It was daily contact. We spoke every day on the phone, Anne and I, and Sheila.
Even if I do live in Madrid.
The geography didn't really matter, to be fair. You sort of almost had to have your daily fix of Anne. For me personally, she used to ring every day. 4 o'clock, my phone would ring, and that would be Anne on her way home from school, just to see how my day had been. But I just think any opportunity as sisters, we were always, every time we saw each other, we were always planning our next get together, whether it be somebody's birthday or
Easter, yeah.
Easter,
New Year,
New Year. We always spent together, all the time. That's just what we wanted to do. We just spend time together as sisters.
Well, we knew what she was like, but when we met a lot of her students outside of Corpus Christi School after the event, and just talking to the kids, because I'm a teacher too, and I understand where Anne's students are coming from. How the stories of Anne, and she was more than just their Spanish teacher or their music teacher. She was their advisor, their supporter, their encourager, and that was pouring out to the students, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was, we realised how big her impact had been. And meeting different generations of parents outside of the school. How she taught me, a lady at my age, I think she can't possibly have taught you, but she taught so many generations of students. That was really overwhelming for us, wasn't it?
It was, and I just think just to see, every day, well, every minute of every day really, there was sort of more and more flowers appearing, more and more tributes coming in from the public, and just the outpouring. People just wanted to be heard, they wanted to talk about Anne, and we found that really, really overwhelming. We know how special she was, and we know just with our relationship with her, how giving of herself she was. But to see it, and to the students, the teachers, the parents, the generations gone by, and that was all reflected in the fact that people wanted to be at the school, they wanted to be there to show their respects, pay their respects, and lay tributes.
It's very comforting.
Very comforting. It was very comforting, because you're in this situation where your world has been torn apart, and you don't know what to do with the information that you've been given, or who to turn to, and then you put the TV on and you pick the papers up, and all of these people are grieving. They're grieving with you. So it was really, really, we found it very supportive. We felt very supported throughout that period, that very early dark period.
Yeah, it was. People understood our grief and were there with us. That was really helpful, and it's surprising how much comfort you do get from other people being there and saying these things about Anne.
No, not really. It was a random event, fortunately. But no, we can't really make sense of it.
I don't think we ever will.
We never will get over it. We'll never get over what's happened, and we'll never be able to make sense of what happened and how public it was. That's just going to be an ongoing thing that we've got to deal with as a family.